I'm Brian Nicosia. I was a 2001 computer engineering graduate, and I'm currently a systems architect for the New York Yankees. Yeah, during the season, we spent a lot of time just preparing materials and reports and stuff for the coaching staff. So trying to get data and reports and analysis, sort of what we call advanced materials, so stuff about upcoming teams, that kind of thing, available. And really during the season, we spend the time. It's really focused on just making sure our pro team and other activities like the draft and other things go off smoothly. In the off season, we really get a chance to develop new things, new technologies, test out new theories, that kind of thing that we otherwise don't get a chance to do during the season when we're going about just trying to make sure we make it to the playoffs, kind of thing. It's one of those rare fields where you don't see a lot of engineers. So when you have skills that you would get here, programming skills, analysis skills, just how to dissect a problem. When you have those skills, you don't see a lot of that in the baseball world, in that industry. So it's kind of a unique and sought after skill set. We gather data from a whole bunch of different sources. So we actually track, Major League Baseball tracks the trajectory of every single pitch. So we know how the pitch breaks, what the spin on the ball is, how much it moves, exactly where it crosses home plate. So we use all that data as well as scouting reports and other information. We bring it all together and provide it in ways that are easily to digest by coaches, by scouts, by other opinions. We try and boil all that information down to something that they can actually make sense of. And the coach doesn't have hours to understand the complexities of how a baseball flies through the air. But what he wants to know is, okay, the movement on this pitch is really good from this particular pitcher, or this pitch breaks to the batter side or breaks away from the batter a lot. So those are the kind of things we try and boil down to something that's really useful for him. Predominantly, I spend my time integrating different data sets and data architecture. So we bring in all kinds of different data from different sources, and our objective is to put that together and then to present that to the front office and the coaches and the scouts in a way that's easily understandable. We have some really smart stats guys, statistical analysts on staff that are just really smart kind of guys that do missile defense kind of equations, that kind of thing. And then but the objective is to take sort of their analysis, their calculations, and make that visible and available to everybody in the organization. So I kind of do that aspect. From whenever I could remember, engineering was sort of something I was interested in, and to be honest with you, when I got here, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was in computer science major for the first couple of years, and I didn't feel like that was exactly where I wanted to be. I was more interested in electrical engineering and electronics, and the beauty of UVA was that I wasn't missing out on anything by continuing or beginning my career in one particular major. I was able to easily transition my second or third year into computer engineering, which was kind of a mix between the two, which was great. And I really think that by giving you such a broad engineering background up front, it really gives you the chance to really find what is your passion and what is the field you really want to be in without being behind. You don't feel like you're behind from what other students that were already in that major were, for instance. So I think that was really great. And then like when I got out of school, I started doing transportation and electrical engineering type work, and next thing I know, I'm working for the Yankees, building our in-house applications. And it's sort of two different things, but the beauty is that it gave me the background to be able to transition like that. So I think that's the great part about the engineering school here at UVA, is that they educate you with a sort of a rounded education. So not just in one particular discipline, not just computer science or not just chemistry. You get a well-rounded engineering education. So you can work in baseball, you can work in transportation, you can work in all different fields because you have that background. You're easily adaptable, I guess. that World Series was probably the highlight, obviously, of my professional career. In fact, it wasn't even the ninth inning, to be honest with you. It was the seventh inning stretch. Yankee Stadium was packed. We had kind of a good lead, so we felt comfortable that maybe something was going to happen, and the whole stadium stood and sang "God Bless America" together, and it was just really surreal. I mean, I never experienced anything like that before. I mean, the Bronx was kind of like in a harmony. It was really surreal. My wife was there. She got teary-eyed. It was really amazing. I grew up in Virginia, but my folks and my family are from the Bronx, so naturally the whole family is Yankee fans and baseball fans, and I just always loved baseball and loved the Yankees, so it kind of worked out really great. Well, it's pretty strange. I'm not a baseball player. I didn't play baseball in college or anything, but I feel like particularly that year, we really did some things that I hope helped the team win, and it was a great feeling to be in the locker room, after the World Series, and I just think that I know that the coaching staff appreciates all the work we do, and the scouts and the general manager and the front office. So it was really nice to be there. It was kind of interesting. That year was the first year we built customized reports for every single coach prior to the season. So he had on the field, he had a specific report that was just for that coach. So the bench coach had a report, the third base coach had reports, the manager had customized reports, and I think that went a long way to getting them the information they needed, in the dugout or on the field at the time they needed it.
Read more about the University of Virginia School of Engineering in the spring 2012 issue of Engineering Unbound.